Anxiety and overwhelm is really something that all high achievers experience. It's not just a feeling for them. For many teens, it's become truly their default state. They really haven't lived another way. They've lived under this high pressure environment for so many years that it actually feels normal to them. And it is anything but normal. Believe me, I lived in that state for most of my teen and adult life. And I want to explain why this happens. High achievers are often praised for their ability to get things done, for their good grades as an adult, for the accomplishments in their career, for their dedication, for being someone that others can count on. And these are really great qualities. I have many of these myself. But teens are rarely taught how to balance this drive and this motivation and this accomplishment with emotional intelligence and self-care. And this is something that is so very important for them. So when you suggest to them to take a break, they might resist. They aren't going to take a break. They're so used to running on stress and like slowing down or stopping. It feels lazy. It feels wrong to them. But the truth is their energy is being wasted on either worrying or just overworking themselves. And this stress really can be channeled into something more positive. The way to get them to shift is through modeling and really reinforcing them gently. So if you yourself are not taking breaks, that's something you have to model to your teen. Celebrate those small moments when they do rest or they do something creative or something risk-taking for them that is outside of their normal routine, something to take care of themselves. When they think they're slacking, remind them that it's part of how we live. We need rest, we need breaks. And if they falter, there's going to be ups and downs. That's really okay. They're working on it. So some tips to work on your teen with their level of anxiety when they're offering you resistance, which they often do. They say they're going to do it, but then they just get caught up and swallowed in their work. Really reframe that perfectionism in them. It's really about the process, not the result. So it's showing as a family to them that, yes, we do care about your grades, but it is not what defines you. It's not the only thing that we care about. We care about your growth. We care about you interacting with others and being on a team and, joining different things in the community. You really want to encourage self-care. So do that as a family. Have times throughout the week or on the weekend when your family does activities together that is part of your routine of taking care of yourself individually and yourselves as a family. Show them that it matters. Put it first. Validate their feelings. So when they're overwhelmed, just listen to them. Don't let them rant and rave for hours on end, but listen. Confirm what they're feeling. Validate it. Say, yeah, that really sucks. I understand I can hear where you're coming from. Confirm it. And then when they are in a calm state, ask them to try to recognize their patterns. What were their feelings? What were they thinking about beforehand? And then once they have some of these proactive thoughts and they are starting to understand what their triggers are, you want to really implement strategies with them. Breathing really works the best. Focusing on your breathing. And there's millions of apps and YouTube channels and strategies they can use and just short things they can do in school, things they can do on the bus, things they can do anywhere that is not going to be something like outwardly, such as, doing yoga. It's just something they can do. They can close their eyes. They don't have to close their eyes. No one has to know. But these simple practices really do work. So it's really helping them to be in the moment, not worrying about what tested and what project is coming up and not worrying about, what grade they got in the past. It's really about the breathing brings them into the present moment. So helping them unlearn anxiety takes a lot of time, but it doesn't have to take that much time. It's just about being patient, modeling for them, and really celebrating their progress as they go. So they can become that balanced individual that is fulfilled and is still a high achiever. So they don't have to give up any of the things that make them happy. They don't have to drop classes, but just supporting them through this, making this a priority for your family, is really going to assist them in bringing down that level of anxiety. And if you're curious to delve into some more strategies that I might be able to assist you with, do not hesitate to reach out to me. I'm happy to share resources that I have. If you're also interested, I have a Facebook group. That's something that is free for all to join. And if you're even a little bit more curious about what one-on-one coaching looks like, I'm definitely taking applications. I have a wait list at the moment, but you can apply for that wait list. And I would love to speak to you, speak to your teen, and just kind of see where you're at and see how I can support. So I hope this helps all of you who are experiencing various levels of anxiety. And remember, because you just went on vacation and are back and you're not feeling anxious, does not mean that you don't implement these strategies. So in order for these strategies to actually work, it isn't something you just use in the moment when you're feeling anxious. What it is this strategy is something that has to become part of your normal routine. So maybe you need to practice breathing strategies a couple times throughout the day, regardless of what's going on. Or just as I said earlier, your family is going out and doing nature walks on Saturday mornings. That's just something that you do as a family. So I hope this helps. And I'd love to hear back from you, either, comment or reach out to me.